Hello, everybody, and welcome to the third masterclass of TTG Greece Fest. The theme of this session is luxury stays, so be prepared to hear about some of Greece's most extravagant hotels and resorts this morning. I'm Maddie Barber, the special promoter at TTG Media, and I have three lovely panelists with me today. I have Barbara, who is founder and managing director at Yadi's Greek Historic Hotels, which is a group operating in a range of destinations across Greece. I have Marina, who is founder of Euphoria Retreat, a wellness-focused spa retreat on the mainland, and Stella, who is Senior Revenue Account Manager for the small luxury hotels of the world. So thank you to all three of you for joining today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
During this masterclass, we're going to be covering details of these different luxury hotels, their unique selling points, as well as sharing some top tips for off the beaten track stays and news of property and product developments to have on your radar this year. We're also going to be moving into a live Q&A in around 20 minutes, as we have previously. We'll be able to put your own questions to today's panelists. So Barbara, I'm going to come to you first. Please tell us about the Yadi's Greek Historic Hotels portfolio. How many properties do you have and where are they?
Okay, thank you for the invitation. The Yadi's hotels are 15 very unique, small and exceptional hotels located all over Greece. We are small hotels with great personality, history, fine surroundings and service. The group was founded in 2006 as a niche group with our aim was mainly to promote to the international guests the upscale small hotels belonging to individuals, not branded hotels, and properties that they operate in buildings with a historical significance. Now, we consider that those hotels are a market on their own, both in terms of particularities and also guest experience. And apart from all of our hotels, apart from being member of the Greek Historic Hotels group, they are members of the Historic Hotels of Europe group. As I told you, properties are located in various destinations in Greece, in Halkidiki, in Nympheo, in Western Greece, in the Ionian, in Rhodes, Crete, Chios, Hydra, and the Peloponnese. Some of the destinations are mainstream, like Crete and Rhodes. Some others, they're not that of a mainstream. Our distance, the biggest distance that we have from an airport is about 3 hours. And most of our clientele is international, and the British do have a big part of the percentage of our international and European clientele.
Amazing, thank you. You've got a wide spread there, fantastic. And Marina, coming to you next, tell us about Euphoria Retreat. Where is it and what's its story?
Euphoria Retreat is in the southern Peloponnese, outside Sparta, in the World Heritage Site of UNESCO World Heritage Site of Mistras, under the castle of Mistras. And it's the only destination spa in Greece. And what do I mean by that? Because maybe it's a term that not everybody is very familiar with. Destination spa is a hotel. Actually, we are a 5-star high-end luxury hotel. But the reason to come to Euphoria is not just the hotel and the accommodation. It is to have special vacations which revolve around the spa offering. And a spa offering has, besides amazing therapies and treatment, has also retreats, like emotional retreats, and also has fitness and yoga and mindfulness retreats or programs. And another big characteristic of a destination spa is that it is included in the price of the room free activities. Like, for example, we start the day with the beautiful hikes in the mountain Taygetos where we are located, and then we offer yoga classes, meditation, fitness classes, TRX, cultural excursions. So that all is part of the experience. So it is not just a luxury stay, although we do have guests that come usually for a luxury and then they go into this more holistic way of thinking, but it is, I would say, a vacation with a purpose.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you. So let's now take a quick look at a video of Euphoria Retreat so that you can take a look at the retreat for yourselves. Okay, fantastic. So Stella,
Yes.
your turn. Tell us about the small luxury hotels of the world collection in Greece. How many are there? Where are they located? Tell us a bit about them.
Beautiful. Thank you, first of all, for inviting me to be here with you today and for giving me the opportunity to present to you small luxury hotels of the world, or as we call it, SLH. So our motto at Small Luxury Hotels is independently minded. And this is exactly the culture and mentality behind our guests, as well as our hoteliers, the owners of our hotels. The purpose of SLH is to offer to its audience exactly what the name stands for and says, small luxury hotels that are spread around the globe. Expect to find boutique hotels that they are all, as we call them, anti-chain and anti-same. And in Greece, we've got a portfolio of 42 properties, the majority of which are located in the Cycladic Islands, but we also have presence in North Greece, Thessaloniki, Chalkidiki, Metsovo, moving on to the western side and the Ionian Islands of Corfu and Zante. Peloponnese, we've got two stunning properties, one of which is here with us today, Marina at Euphoria. Moving further down to the big island of Crete, where we've got 4 properties there, and finishing off with the Dodecanese Island and Rhodes, Kos, and Patmos.
Okay, fantastic. Quite a collection there.
Indeed.
Fantastic. Let's take a quick look at the brand video from Small Luxury Hotels so you can get a bit of a sense of the brand.
Do you remember when every part of us longed to wander? Born movers, we know life isn't long enough to stay in the same place. Science has proved our lust for adventure is built in, so why not surrender to it? Seeking a place with arms outstretched, learning each brick by name, discovering new spaces with heart. Those simple things that pull us in each time, breathing out, drinking in. Do you remember when we chatted into the night, then so in awe of the lights we couldn't say anything? Do you remember wandering, when it was more than we imagined, full of life and sky and taking our time? Do you remember when our stories weren't box-shaped? How it all tasted when we decided to be inspired, when it was more than an artificial cocktail, a lukewarm pool? Remember when the small never seemed more beautiful? Remember when we realised we could have it all those little bits we've missed. When we took life's ever-changing invitation, picked up our feet, said, come on, let's do it. Let's run.
Okay, Stella. So I know that your properties in Mykonos and Santorini are the most popular hotels in the collection, but we're always wanting to encourage clients to visit off the beaten track destinations. Have you got any hidden gems that agents can suggest to their luxury customers that are looking for something a little bit secret, a little bit different?
Absolutely, absolutely. Actually, I don't know if you know that Greece has over 6,000 islands, out of which 227 only are inhabited. I'm not going to cover all the 200 islands today because we're not present in all of them, but I'm pretty sure there are so many little gems hidden that we haven't discovered yet. So if I'm allowed today to kind of group together a couple of highlights into 4 different itineraries. And starting off with Cyclades and Athens, as you mentioned, most of our hotels are located in Mykonos and Santorini. But for someone who is traveling for the first time in Greece, they would most probably go along with an option of going to Athens and combining an island hopping experience in Cyclades. So if I could mention two lesser known destinations apart from Mykonos and Santorini, that would be the island of Syros and the island of Milos. Starting off with Syros, which is also the Cycladic capital. This is the only Cycladic island that is not following the classic style of rounded cubic architectural buildings, but it's more influenced by the Venetian style. Art is a predominant player when it comes to the island of Syros, and it attracts lots of visitors worldwide for this purpose. Our hotel, Aristide Hotel, which has newly appointed as a small luxury hotel of the world, is a one-of-a-kind art lovers hideaway and one of our two actively sustainable luxury hotels on the island. Moving on to the island of Milos, we've got a stunning hotel that we've got there, White Coast Pool Suites, which only opened its doors in 2021, but it has already become one of the most popular destinations in our guests' preferences. The island's unique selling point is the 43 mesmerizing beaches that you can only access by the sea. And if you stay at White Coast Pool Suites, you will have the opportunity to kind of experience a tour around the beaches privately on the hotel's own 11-meter boat that is now available for this purpose. Moving up north a little bit, our next stop and suggestion, which is one of my favorite ones, is in North Greece. And it's an amazing combination of a seaside resort, a city center break, and finishing it off with a mountain retreat. So starting off with Chalkidiki and our Eagles Villas hotel, which we have there. This hotel comes with a private sandy beach and lots of different facilities that are available for the guests, and of course with the privacy of a villa resort. Thessaloniki is what we call the art and food capital of Greece, but it is also the center of the history of the Macedonian Empire. We've got two properties in Thessaloniki, Owen Residencies and the Excelsior. Both hotels are sister properties to Eagles Villas, and they're located in the city center. Owen is actually a brand new hotel, only opened its doors in April 2022, and it opened as a small luxury hotel of the world. And last stop to finish off with this itinerary is Metsovo, and our hotel there, Grand Forest Metsovo, is the second actively sustainable luxury hotel, which has a unique selling point of organizing lots and lots of different activities outdoors for those who really love nature. I'll now take you down to the eastern side of the Aegean and the Dodecanese Island. Now, the landscape here is slightly, actually significantly different than what you've got in mind with the Cycladic Islands, because you really see lots of green and lots of mountains. And another predominant thing and aspect of these islands is the beautiful Venetian monuments. We've got Rhodes, Kos, and Patmos, but if I could highlight only one location, that would definitely be the tiny island of Patmos. And this is because it's small, it's not easy to access. You need to take a boat from either Samos or Kos for 2 hours. But once you get there, you have the serenity and calmness of a very, very pretty island. The old town of Patmos is a listed World Heritage Site. And if on the island, one should not miss the Cave of Apocalypse. My last stop, and I will finish off here, is taking you to the other side of Greece and the sea between Italy and Greece, where we've got the Ionian Islands. We are present in Corfu and Zante, and we're looking to expand even further on that region. But if I could highlight Porto Zante, which is located on the island of Zakynthos, this is a stunning villas-only resort with 9 units. All of them are coming with private gardens, private pool, and private beach, and some of them can accommodate up to 16 guests. It is interesting the fact that once you are on that hotel, you truly feel being in an exotic destination. So this hotel is not only competing with luxurious destinations in Greece, but also with luxurious destinations worldwide, like the Caribbean. And I think I'm going to stop here because otherwise I'm going to book my holidays next.
I was going to say, yeah, sounds very, very tempting. Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
So Marina, Euphoria Retreat is a small luxury hotels of the world property. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what makes it such a unique and special stay?
As you saw in the video, it's much more than luxury. It's much more than beautiful treatments. It is the energy. It is the people. And one of the things that we hear is they didn't expect when they booked Euphoria, they didn't expect that when they will leave, they will feel like a totally new person. So I just got today an amazing, from someone that I haven't met. And he said that he came to Euphoria for 3 or 4 days and he was so burned out and but he didn't so much believe into energy work and the holistic treatments, and he left like a totally different person. And he was a very personal note saying that his life was changed. So that is what is Euphoria about, is how to help people change what they feel it's needed to change. And it's done through the energy, because the energy is like spectacular where we are. It's through the scenery, through the architecture who plays a role in the healing process, the attention to detail. But most of all, it is how we've incorporated Greece healing past, the belief into philoxenia, the kind-hearted people with scientific progress and healing treatments. And Euphoria is already, we're not even 4 years open, and we've been already recognized Condé Nast Traveler Award, Condé Nast Traveler Choice Awards, one of the best 15 spas in the world, Tatler Spa Award, Design Award, Spa Awards in Germany, all over the world. And I think that makes Euphoria quite unique. And in a way, you have to come to experience. So please come and experience it.
Great, thank you. And Barbara, what makes the Yadis Greek Historic Hotels properties stand out from other Greek brands? I mean, why should agents be recommending your properties over other brands that are potentially more known with the UK markets?
First of all, the Yadis brand is a local brand, so it's all about Greece and the Greek culture and the Greek history. What makes our hotels stand out, first of all, is because they're handpicked. We're extremely picky when we select our hotels to be member of the group, because we really want them to be special. And it's not only that they have a uniqueness in style, but above all, they have an ambience within the property that combines the harmony with the eclectic style and the pure hospitality. Our aim has always been to go really beyond just an exceptional hotel stay that offers a very good sleep and dining. We do consider that each and every one of our hotels is a destination in their own right. And our guests, when they come to our properties, they're looking for specific properties. They don't just look for a good hotel in the area where they're visiting, but they go targeted to this property because our properties are destinations. Now, when you combine the great sleep and great dining with culture, history, and a personalization, because personalization is within our DNA, then it is an experience and it's a different journey altogether. Our hotels may be small, but they are hotels. They're not guest houses. And sometimes people think that because they're historical, they may be guest houses. No, they're hotels. And our hosts, they're true hosts. They are the owners. They're not just hotel managers with no name. And that is what makes them different. Now, in terms of the service and what the guests experience when they come to a property is the minimum, which is a 4 or 5-star property amenities and services. As I told you, personalization is key, and this is within our DNA. Breakfast for our properties is a feast. You will not see buffet breakfast in any of our properties. Breakfast is served, and is served as it should be served in a 5-star restaurant, because when we are having breakfast in one of those beautiful places, we're not in a rush. We have to savor and we have to live the moment. All the food ingredients in our restaurants, they come from a nearby area, not just because we want to support the local cuisine, but also because we care about the local communities, and we have been supporting the local communities and the environment since the very beginning of what we are doing. Certainly most of our hotel restaurants are awarded, and we like to use the term rustic fine dining, because we do have local fine dining, but it's really top-notch and really exceptional. What I would consider with the utmost luxury in these properties is the privacy, the serenity, the ability to be close to the nature, the ability for our guests. I'm extremely happy when I see our guests sitting outside and reading the book, because that means that they are so relaxed and they feel so at ease with the environment that they can do one of the most special recreations that they can have, reading their books. And above all, this sense that the place is linked to its surroundings. And here I have to tell you that our places may be historic, and they are historic because they are operating in buildings with a historical significance. However, the styling and the decoration is inspired by history, but it's new and fresh. It's not rusty. So now why I would, or the agents here would recommend our properties, because they're individually owned, because they are endorsed by our seal of approval, and the seal of approval also by the Historic Hotels of Europe. And as I told you before, believe me, we are extremely, extremely picky when we select hotels to be part of this collection.
Absolutely. Okay. They sound incredible. And do you have any new properties that are due to be added to the collection, or that just have recently been added to the collection?
We have 3 properties in the pipeline. They're not announced yet. We are going to see them. We are finalizing the agreements, and we are going to see them in the website and into all the channels, the sales channels, I hope within a month. Okay. But I'm not able to tell you the names right now.
All right, watch this space then. Okay, and Stella, what about Small Luxury Hotels of the World? Do you have any new properties due to be added to the portfolio in Greece?
We do indeed. And actually, the first one I wanted to mention is the beautiful property that Marina has just described, Euphoria Retreat. I was lucky to be on the property. And believe me, this is a unique place that cannot be described only by words. You have to really go and experience in order to get the feel and what the product offers to you. The place does offer things to you, which is quite stunning and quite unique for us as well. So this is the first hotel that recently opened as an SLH, recently been added into our portfolio. The next one is Aristide Hotel, which we covered in Syros. Summer Senses in Paros was the third one that joined us this year. And actually, Paros is a destination we are looking to expand further along with Antiparos. So watch that space. Maybe next week we'll have some news. We didn't have time to speak about Crete, but we do have a brand new hotel there. Not brand new, but it's a new property for SLH. So Casa Delfino in Chania. And finally, the Owen residence in Thessaloniki, which we also mentioned. What I wanted to highlight on this property is that it is reviving a 1920s legend. This place used to be a hotel and restaurant, and especially for the restaurant, that was like a hotspot for royalties and celebrities back in these days. So the owners are really putting together the old world glamour with the dazzling sea views that the location is offering. So yeah, these are the new addition, and we're looking to expand more in the coming years.
Okay, exciting times. And Marina, what about Euphoria? Do you have any product developments or property, anything new in the property that's coming up in the next couple of months or years, or anything that agents should have on their radar?
Okay, we have 2 exciting new developments, and it's responding to the the difficult times after COVID, and now still the war in Ukraine. So the one side is more on the medical. We're gonna start having personalized infusions, blood infusions, and also personalized oxygen sessions to help people with long COVID and help people with their immunity and, you know, generally a medical aspect. And the other thing, again, which is focused more on the emotional side of things, a new program called Emotional Recovery Rebalance. And it's about how to address what we've been going through, address changes in your life. It's how to start a new chapter and how to find a way to nurture not only others, but yourself. So this will come in the next few months.
I'm coming back then.
Yeah, so I think I'll come too. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So
and also I should mention something that has already started, but it's picking really up, is our retreat, the Feel Alive retreat, which is a 3-day retreat, 3 hours per day. But people feel so different when they've done that, and it's so fun and it's wonderful, but it's still transformational. So I would highly advise this, the Feel Alive retreat. Happens every month.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you. So one final question before we move on to the Q&A. How would UK and Irish agents go about booking your properties? I mean, is it best to book direct, or do you work with UK tour operators they can book through? Marina, should I come back to you first for Euphoria?
One definitely can book through SLH. What we have found out is that people, especially that want to book programs and want to stay for 1 week or 2 weeks, they tend to book direct and call us or email us because they want to learn more about the programs. So if it's about just luxury stay, they can use the SLH, but if they want more information, a direct booking and through phone or email is recommended.
Okay, great.
Because of the specialty of the programs we offer.
Yes, that makes sense. Absolutely. And Stella, what about SLH? How would agents book through you?
Right. So the best way to book is through our VIP desk. And this is by sending the inquiry to vipdesk@slh.com. We also have, as of the 23rd of May, the Travel Trade Hub. And this is on the line on slh.com, where guests can go in and book. And of course, there is the GDS and our chain code LX to find our properties in Greece and in any other destination in the world.
Okay, fantastic. And Barbara, what about Yadis? How would agents book your hotels?
Okay, most agents in Britain, they can book through our main tour operator, which is who's Sunville. We have been working with Sunville for years. Many of our properties can be found also in Abercrombie and Mr. and Mrs. Smith. But of course, the agents may book also directly the properties through our system, and they just need to contact us and get the code, and they can book directly. I'm sure that many of the agents who may be watching, they have visited a few of our properties through farm trips organized by Sunville before COVID, of course. And now, when they're trying to see, when they would like to see an island hopping or an itinerary throughout Greece, we always here for them. And because we do operate as a boutique agency for agents abroad, that they don't really know how to move around Greece and what are the distances and how the distances that can be covered. Sometimes it looks close, but you really have to go around in Greece in order to be able to reach from one island to the other. So we're always here to respond to any special requests they may have in terms of how they reach the areas, or if they need an exclusive hire of the property, which we always very often do we give our properties for exclusive hire, especially for big families that they come from abroad, and weddings or other special events like anniversaries and birthdays for exclusive hire.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you so much, Barbara and Marina and Stella, for sharing your insights today into your properties. Let's now move on to the live Q&A, where our agents can put their questions to our three lovely panelists today. So let's move over now. Thank you very much again. Hello again, everyone. And there's a bit of a delay on the stream, so we will just wait a few minutes till we've got, well, not a few minutes, a few more seconds, and we can probably get started. Thank you to Stella and Marina for joining the panel again for the Q&A. Barbara was unfortunately unable to join us this morning, but Nicola from Yadi's Greek Historic Hotels is stepping in her place, and we'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have about the portfolio. I can see we have a couple of questions that have come in already. So Nicholas, this is actually one for you. Laura is asking, how many hotels are there in the Yadi's Greek Historic Hotels portfolio?
There are 15 hotels all over Greece.
15. Okay, fantastic. Thank you. Lee is asking about Euphoria retreats, Marina. Is there a minimum age for treatments or experiences for children, or is the program adult only?
Yeah, we are accepting children over the age of 14 to keep the calm and the relaxation, which are important for what we do.
Okay, great. Is that all experiences suitable for children over 14?
Yeah, or over 14, everything is available for them, yes.
Okay, great. Thank you. We did have lots of love for the Small Luxury Hotels of the World and Euphoria Retreat videos in the masterclass. Stella, how would agents be able to get their hands on the video to use in social media promotions or on their website?
We do have our own YouTube channel where they can subscribe and download the videos. There's lots of content, not only for SLH, but also from our hotels that can be also downloaded. And we've recently launched a brand new campaign, which actually went live today. It's all about transcending travel comfort zones. And it's basically how and why you should step out of your comfort zone when you're on holidays. So please do visit the channel to find out more.
Absolutely. Yeah, great. There's a new video there for agents to check out. And Marina, what about the Euphoria Retreat video? Is that available for agents to use in their marketing?
Yeah, I mean, it is in our website and it's in the YouTube channels, but of course, anyone who wants, please ask and we will send a direct link so they can, if it's more convenient for them. So either through you or directly, we can send a transferable version of the video.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Thank you.
same applies for the other hotels. Okay.
Yeah, have you got brand videos on YouTube then
Yeah.
for agents to look at? Fantastic. Thank you. Laura's also asking about social media assets that they could use to promote your hotels. Do you have a library where they can download assets? Nicholas, does Yadi's have that?
Sorry. Can you repeat?
Yeah, it's a kind of marketing package of assets that agents can use. So it might be banners or images or videos. Do you have
Oh,
a
yes,
download?
Barbara has that, and if someone asks, yes, she can send.
Okay, so contact Yodi
Yeah.
directly for that then. Stella, do Small Luxury Hotels have anything of the sorts? Oh, I think she's
Sorry,
frozen.
I think I'm frozen. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, you are. You are.
You can
Okay,
hear
we'll
me.
go to
Okay.
Marina first.
I can still.
We can still hear you, yeah. No? Okay, Marina, we'll come
I
to you
will
then.
ask,
Do you
yeah.
have
I
marketing?
mean, they can use already things that we have in our social media, and of course, if they need to contact us, we will send them direct things that they can use, and we have done that quite a few times, so that they can use in their social media campaigns.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah.
I think we might be losing Stella. I don't think she can hear us. No, okay. So Kirsty, we'll come back to that question. Hopefully she'll be able to reconnect and ask her about weddings and intimate aesthetic gatherings. And of course the email being directly emailed, the video being directly emailed as well. So
Since we are part of the SLH, I can answer for Euphoria.
great. Okay,
Yeah. We had a couple of like small weddings, intimate weddings, quite romantic. So yes, it can be used, but not for, as I said, small weddings. But it's also an ideal place for a bachelorette, especially for women, coming before their wedding and prepping up and getting ready, or
Yeah.
a honeymoon destination. So.
Okay, fantastic. And Nicholas, what about at Yadi's? Do you offer wedding venues?
Oh yes, definitely. In all properties all over Greece and Athens office, Barbara may assist and prepare tailor-made programs and weddings in all destinations. In particular, Santorini, which is the most, let's say, familiar about weddings and wedding parties and all these things. Yes, sure, definitely.
Okay, great. So are there any of your hotels that are particularly geared up to weddings? They're kind of the most popular ones. Would that be Santorini, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, fantastic. Oh, Stella, you're
I'm
back.
back. I'm back. I'm so sorry for that.
No, that's absolutely fine. And we just had a question about weddings
Yes.
or small intimate settings. Which properties would you recommend for those?
And I heard the answer from Nicholas about Santorini, which is definitely one of the destinations mostly romantic about this type of events. But we do have other hotels around Greece that they can definitely host a small wedding, simply because of the size of the hotel is quite small. We do have in Mykonos some properties, Halkidiki, we can host a wedding. Um, in Crete, definitely in Alunda and Agios Nikolaos on top of my head, but I can definitely find out exactly which properties and send them over to you. Also, answering the previous question about content to use on social media, we do use the platform Vscape Leonardo. I'm not sure if um, our attendees today have access to that platform, but it's quite global. So, but if they want something in particular, of course, they can contact us, and we can review and send it over to them.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you. So Kirsty's got a question here asking, are there any hotels in particular that are better for children in terms of activities? Maybe they've got kids
Yeah.
clubs offering kid-friendly excursions. Yeah, Stella?
Yeah, so Eagles Villas in Halkidiki, they do have a sports center on the ground, so on the beach, and they also have a kids club organizing different type of activities every day, so they can keep your children occupied every day that you're there with different activities on each day. And then in Crete, highly recommended St. Nicholas Bay and our Elunda Gulf Villas. They both have a kids club with activities. Porto Zante in Zakynthos is my last recommendation away for this type of holidays. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And Nicholas, what about at Yales? Do you have any hotels that are particularly well geared up to children? So kids clubs and clubs.
Basically, in the hotels in Crete and in Mani, in Santorini, try to avoid. There are no activities actually, sports activities, etc. It's obvious. But basically, in Crete and in Mani, our road property is within the medieval city, so there's no possibility for in-house, let's say, sports activities.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you. And we've also had a few questions today about accessibility and clients with additional needs. Do you have any properties that, I mean, are the properties, do they have accessibility friendly rooms? Are there any that aren't suitable for those with additional needs? Maybe they're in a wheelchair or have trouble walking. Marina,
Yeah, we are a
on
property.
that?
Oh, sorry. We are a property that caters the needs for people with special needs. So we have special rooms for them, and there is accessibility in almost everything. And because also we had people that needed rehabilitation, and so it is a property that is designed and can cater the needs of a lot of people that are in need of a special care.
Absolutely. Okay. And Stella, what about small luxury hotels?
I would highly avoid the properties in Santorini only due to the construction of the hotels that are on the hill, and they have lots of steps to go up and down. Canaves Ia Suites is the only property that they do have lifts, and they could facilitate ease the access for someone that needs special attendance, but it's not the most appropriate, if I can say that. Other than that, all the other properties they do have rooms that they are friendly to people with special needs. And I can see the babysitting service question. This is available in all the properties of SLH upon request.
Okay, great, thank you. And Nicholas, what about accessibility at Yadi's?
Oh yeah, definitely yes. I agree with Stella. With the exception of Santorini, I could say that only a Yellows hotel, let's say, can provide acceptable access to handicap people because there are rooms on the street level, so it's we don't need lifts, etc.
Okay, great. And what about babysitting services? Do your
Babysitting,
hotels offer
yes, available in all properties all over Greece.
that? Okay, fantastic. Thanks. And Marina, I'm guessing you don't offer babysitting if you're only taking children over 14. Yeah. Okay, fantastic. All right, lovely. One other thing that, well, please do, if you've got any other questions, please put them in the chat. I do have a couple of extra ones to ask as well. I wanted to ask about excursions from hotels. Marina, do you offer excursions outside the hotel as part of the package? And what kind of options are there for visitors?
That's a really useful question because when one books at Euphoria, there are lots of free activities, 5, 6 per day, including hikes, including in the summer we have once per week a picnic and yoga and Pilates and TRX and walks around the village. So these are free activities. Besides that, we can have excursions from to Southern Mani because we are half an hour from 40 minutes from the sea, from Yithio and to Mani. So we offer excursions there, excursions to Manenvasia, and to excursions to the little villages up in Taigetos, which are really, really nice, especially during the winter. So it's where we're in a really beautiful area, lots of things to discover. It's an area that even if in August, when the whole of Greece gets crowded, we are still private. There are still places that you can go and tavernas to discover, which are off the beaten track. And so it offers privacy and tranquility.
Okay, thank you. And Stella, I know it would be impossible.
Yeah, and so sorry to add that. I mean, I probably have seen in the video, it's lush greenery. So it's not your typical Greek landscape. It's more like, much more lush and green, more like Tuscany.
Okay, fantastic. So Stella, I know that it would be impossible to talk through all of the small luxury hotels excursions.
I
Do
was
you have
trying just to think, oh yeah, this one, and that one.
Yeah, but do you have any kind of like a top excursion at one of your hotels or a new excursion that's coming soon or just launched?
I can every year the hotels kind of adapt the type of experiences they package up with the stays, depending on what is going on the island or the destination. The latest one that comes on top of my head is in Athens, our A77 Suites by Andronis, which is located in the center of Athens, in Plaka. They bought some beautiful bikes, and they provide the guests with a specific route that they can take a basket picnic and that just go follow the route and go and have their picnic in a suggested recommended area. Lots of hotels that are on the islands, they do have daily excursions by boat. In Milos, for example, the hotel has their own boats, and they go and visit, I think in 6 hours, all the 43 beaches that are accessible only by the sea. Eagles Villas, they do have a beautiful excursion around the third peninsula. But yeah, most of the hotels, they will involve something related to the sea. And when you're in the mainland, Euphoria Retreats is one of our beautiful hotels in the mainland, and they do have very, very unique excursions. Similarly for the Metsovo, Grand Forest Metsovo, they do have lots of hiking, lots of horse riding, pottery making and shaping, all these type of activities, culturally related and nature related as well.
Okay, fantastic. And Nicholas, what about at Yadi's? Do you have
Yeah,
any highlight
same.
excursions?
Yeah, same applies to for the other hotels. We actually may organize private private tours. Actually, very recently, we had some requests for private and escorted hiking experience, and we arranged that in Santorini from the city of Ira to the city of Ia, as well as in Chalkidiki in Villa Galini, walking in the forest and let's say enjoying the nature. Wine tours, Santorini in Chalkidiki, there is a big village of Porto Caras, and many other activities. In roads, we have a special program for private tours in the medieval city, and in particular the castle in Santorini at the archaeological site. Plus all excursions which are available on the islands and are well known. Stella mentioned it.
Fantastic. All right, thank you. So we are just about out of time, but I'm going to squeeze in one more question that we've had here from Eliana, asking about packages on your websites. Are they when stays are packaged up? Are they available to agents to use to promote to their customers, or are they aimed at direct sell only? Stella, should I come back to you first?
Yeah, sure. So we've got two different types of packages. The first one is basically we create in a form of a rate code. So basically, anyone who accesses our website will be able to book that specific package, whether this is a honeymoon package or a gourmet experience or anything else that the hotel has to offer. Apart from that, we do have the ads on, which are different services that someone wants to add on their booking for the room. Now, apart from the website, we also have the travel hub, which is dedicated to travel agents. So I would highly recommend for anyone who wants to go directly on slh.com and just go through the travel hubs, and they can travel trade hub, and they can find out exactly what package is offered by each hotel.
Okay, fantastic. And Nicholas, what about Yadi's?
Yeah, there are packages even on the website of each hotel, but anyone can contact direct the Athens office, the Athens office, and ask for any tailor-made package or offer.
Okay, great. So that answer would be yes then. Fantastic. And Marina, what about Euphoria? Do you have packages on your
In
website?
our website, many times we don't just sell rooms, we sell packages with a special experience, like for example, a week of detox, a week of yoga and mindfulness. So all these are in our website and they can be bookable. And an agent, usually we need to have a contract with them. They can promote the packages, but it's better to contact us first because of this, the specialty of the property, and to explain, it would be better to initiate a dialogue with us, and then of course they can promote our packages.
Okay, fantastic. All right then, thank you very much, Marina, Nicholas and Stella, for all your answers today. We're just about out of time. Thank you to everyone who has asked questions.